Students, today we are discuss about conventional current and electric flow. First we see that conventional current. You see that one battery, then bulb and connect to the through the wire. Right. You see that the positive charge connect to the bulb. Positive charge connect to the bulb through the wire. Right. So next secondary you see that the bulb negative portion, the negative charges connect to the negative battery symbol. Negative battery, yeah, connect to the negative battery symbol. Okay, right. The positive charges only converted to that current. The positive charges only converted to the current. Okay, so this is called the conventional current. Conventional current flow from the positive to the negative. So that's why the positive charges to the negative ends. Right? Electrons flow. Battery, bulb connect to through the wire. You see that positive charges, negative charges. The negative charges connect to the through the wire to the bulb. So the electron charges, the negative charges going to that positive charges end. It is going to the positive charges to the end. It is called the electric charges flow from the negative to the positive. It is flow from the negative to the positive. So next, before the discovery of the electron, the scientists believed that an electric current consists of moving the positive charges. So before itself, not find out to that electrons. First only we have to find out that positive charges, that is a proton. So that only moving to the create the charges only they are thinking. Afterwards, you see that next, this movement of the positive charges is called the conventional current. What is that? It is called to the conventional current. That is the movement of the positive charges is called the conventional current. After the electron were discovered, it was known that electron flow actually takes the place from the negative terminal to the positive terminal. Negative terminal to the positive terminal. That is the first we saw that you see that this one, the negative charges going to end of that positive charges. Okay, that's it. Here we are telling that you see that. Okay, terminal to the positive terminal, other negative terminal to the positive terminal of the battery. This movement of known as the electron flow. What is that? Electron flow, right? So next you see that measurement of the electric current. How to measure that electric current? What are the instrument you have to use? You see that electric current is measured using a device called the ammeter. Device called the ammeter. The terminal of an ammeter are marked with a positive and negative sign. You see that this is the ammeter instrument. Use the negative charges and positive charges. This is connected to the series. This is connected in the series in the circuit. The instrument used to measure smaller current in the milliampere or microampere. So the small current also we have to measure that. So that unit is a milliampere or microampere range. Okay, designated as the milliampere of the microampere. So you see that the formula 1 milliampere, that is a MA, 10 to the power of minus 3 ampere, that is 1 by 1000 ampere. So next 1 microampere mu A, out to your unit telling that mu A equivalent 10 to the power of minus 6 ampere, right? So next potential difference. The potential difference is here electric charges. Potential difference here electrical charges need energy to the push them along the circuit. The positive negative charges going to the circular path. Okay, so that we need how to you are going to the circular path means we need to sum of the energy, that energy pushing to the electrical charges, that time only it's going to the circular path. Okay, so now you see that water always flow from the higher to the lower ground. The similarly, on electric charges always flow from a point at a higher potential to the point at the lower potential. The same like of the water flowing. On electric current can flow only when there is a potential difference V. So we are called to the V or PD. Okay, potential difference. The potential difference between any 2 points in the circuit is the amount of energy needed to move one unit of the electric charges from one point to another, from one point to other. Okay, I understood. So this is a potential difference. Next one you see to that the terminal mentioned the board volt. It is the measurement for the electric potential difference. Okay, the SI units of the potential difference is a volt. The SI unit, the potential difference SI unit is a volt. That mention is a capital V. Okay, so next the potential difference between 2 points is measured by using a device called the voltmeter. So this instrument name is voltmeter. Okay, so next we are going to instrument resistance. Okay, on electric component, resistance or hinders flow of electric charges when it is connected the circuit. In a circuit component, the resistance to the flow of the charges, the component, the electric resistance is a flow of the charges, and the similar to the how a narrow channel resistance the flow of the water. Flow of the water, out to the flow of water, higher to the lower. The same like only resistance flow to the higher to the lower. Okay, so next is the electrical charger through the component. We can expose the resistance as a ratio. How do we are calculate the resistance? It's a ratio only. The resistance of a component is the ratio of the potential difference across it to the current flowing through it. So it is a flowing through it. How do you calculate to the resistance means R equal to V by I. V is a voltmeter. Volt. V is a volt. I is a current. Okay. R is a resistance. How do you find out the resistance value? Formula is a R equal to V by I. So the resistance unit is ohm. So like this ohm you are write this you are written this like or this simple you have to use. This is a ohm. This is a ohm. The greater the ratio of the V to I. V means volt to I. So the greater is a resistance. Greater is the resistance. The next part is electrical conductivity. It is a sigma. The simple name is a sigma. The simple name is a sigma. Is the measure of the material ability to conduct on the electric current. What is doing? Measure to the electrical current. Okay, it is a commonly represented by the Greek letter sigma. The simple name is what I am telling? Sigma. The SI unit of the electrical conductivity. It is a unit. Siemens by meter. The capital S is a Siemens. Capital S is a means Siemens. Small s what? You know that a second. Small s you are mentioned means what we are thinking that is a second. Capital S means Siemens. Siemens by meter. So next is electrical resistivity. Electrical resistivity is a rho. The simple is a rho. The electrical resistivity is a fundamental property of the material that quantifies how the strongly that material oppose. The strongly material upon the electrical resistivity strongly opposed to the flow of the electric current. That unit is the electrical resistivity unit is ohm meter. The simple is ohm meter. Okay, are you understood? Now you see the sum of the materials whatever having to the resistivity and conductivity. You see that silver, first we are taking to the silver, the resistivity 1.59 into 10 to the power of minus 8. So the silver conductivity 6.30 into 10 to the power of 7. Next to copper. Copper resistivity 1.68 into 10 to the power of minus 8. Copper conductivity 5.98 into 10 to the power of 7. So next one is a annealed copper. One resistivity is 1.72 into 10 to the power of minus 8. So conductivity 5.80 into 10 to the power of 7. Aluminium resistivity 2.82 into 10 to the power of minus 8. Conductivity, aluminium conductivity 3.5 into 10 to the power of 7. Okay, are you understood, children? Thank you.